class, today we are on Saxon Math Book 3, Lesson 82, and we are going to be talking about fair share. So, since you all are third graders, I am sure that you are experts at sharing fairly, particularly if you have a little brother or sister at home. But what we're talking about is if we have a number of objects, we want to split them up into equal groups. So, for example, Mom gives you 8 Oreo cookies and says you have to share them with your brother. Do you think your brother's going to let you get away with eating 7 of them while he only gets 1? I didn't think so either. So in that example, typically what I see kids do is 1 for you, 1 for me, 2 for you, 2 for me, 3 for you, 3 for me, 4 for you, 4 for me. So there's your 8 Oreos, and you've split them up so that you can share them with your brother fairly. It's a fair share. This is the beginning of division. We take objects and we split them up into equal groups. So for today's lesson and in the near future, you are always going to be doing this with either objects that you're holding, that you're picking up, or with pictures that you're drawing. So for today's activity, I would like for you to hit pause and go get some manipulatives, something that you can hold and touch. You're gonna need 24 of them. That's the biggest number we'll be working with today. So it might be Cheerios, M&Ms, chocolate chips, paper clips, pencils even, something that you've got a bunch of laying around the house. Hit pause, grab those, and then come back and join me. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is take 16 of your objects. So I'm going to be using these here, and I'll just set them down in front of me. You need 16 of them. Count them out. Okay, so I don't know if you'll be able to see mine here. They're not in any particular order. I've just got 16 of my little dots on the tray in front of me. So now that you've counted out your 16, you are going to separate them into 2 equal groups. So I split mine into yellow and red so that you'd be able to see them better. There's my equal groups. How many did you get in each equal group? I got 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2, 4, 6, 8. So I have 2 equal groups of 8. That should be what you got as well, 2 equal groups of 8. We're going to do that same activity one more time. This time, instead of 16, you need all 24. So 16, count up until you get to 24. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I've got my 24, and we're going to separate those into 2 equal groups. So if you can see mine here, now I can count by 3s to count them. I have 3, 6, 9, 12 in each group. We've separated them into 2 groups. So what we've done here with the counters or the cereal or chocolate, whatever it is you're using, is we've started practicing division. That first problem that we did was 16, and we divided it into 2 equal groups. So how many did we have in each group? we had 8. The second time we did it, we started with 24. We divided it into 2 equal groups. And how many were in each group? 12. You're doing division. All right, our next example is a drawing example. So you're going to want to have a whiteboard or a piece of paper. It says draw a total of 14 X's on your paper. Arrange the X's in 2 rows like this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you go ahead and do that too until you get a total of 14 X's. Yes, thank you. Okay, so we've got 14 X's here. And so then the question is, how many X's are in each line? So now you just have to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this picture demonstrates 14 divided by 2, we made 2 lines, equals 7 X's in each line. There is another way that we can write that problem. And I want to show that to you as well. I call this a house. We put the number that we start with inside the house. And we divided it by 2. And then our answer goes up here and we get 7. So 2 ways to write the same division problem. All right, next example. 18 students line up in 2 equal rows. How many students are in each row? Use digits and symbols to show 2 ways to write the division of 18 into 2 equal groups. So you have a choice here. You can use those counters or the Cheerios or M&Ms, whatever you had, to show 2 equal groups. Remember, you're starting with 18, or you could draw a picture like we did in the last one. So I'm going to draw the picture because it's easier for you to see it that way, but you guys can go ahead and divide your objects if you've still got them in front of you. So 18 students in 2 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's my 18 students, 1 group, and then the second row is my second group. So I can count to find the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 students in each group. But they also wanted us to show this using numbers and symbols 2 ways. So the first way is I started with 18. I divided by 2. Start with 18, divide by 2. And I got 9 in each group. The second way is the house. We start with 18. That little house sign is our division sign. We divide by 2, and we get 9 as our answer. So it's a word problem. We want to make sure we write 9 students. Give it a label. All right, boys and girls, you have 4 lesson practice problems that I would like for you to try now on your own. They begin on page 447 of your textbook. If you are my student, we're going to go over these answers when I see you later in class today. If you are not my student, have a homeschool teacher check your answers to make sure you know what you're doing before you move on to the written practice, which is on page 448. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.